Good morning students, welcome to online session of Academic World School Bimitra. Today I am here again to teach you chapter integers. In the last class we read the properties of integers where we covered two of the topics which were closure property and commutative property. In closure property we saw that addition, subtraction and multiplication satisfies those closure property. But in commutative property, we saw that only addition and multiplication satisfies the commutative property. So today we are again going to read the properties of integers. In that property, we will read associative property and distributive property. So first we begin with associative property. Under addition. Now here we will see now whether associative property is closed under addition or not. Now first let me make you understand what does this associative means. Associative means we will regroup it. We will regroup it. That means A plus B plus C must be equal to A plus B plus C. Here we need to test whether the left hand side, this is our left hand side, is equal to the right hand side. How we will test it? We need to take some of the values of A, B and C, and those values should be an integers. So consider an example. Let A equals to -1, B equals to -2, C equals to 3. Take the value left hand side, that is our A plus B plus C. Now -1 plus -2 plus C is our 3. First we will solve this bracket. Now how to solve this bracket? First you need to open all the brackets. -1, as there is no sign, so plus into minus, minus. Again you can see that after the bracket there is a sign plus, and bracket itself means multiplication. So plus into minus will resolve and give a single sign, that is minus. So -2 plus 3. Now both are negative numbers and both are having same sign. So we will add -3 plus 3. -3 and plus 3, again both of them will be subtracted. So our answer is 0. So when we solve left hand side, we got that the value is 0. Now let us check the right hand side. So right hand side it says that A plus B plus C. Here we change the grouping. A plus B plus C. Now what is the value of A we have taken? -1. What is the value of B we have taken? -2. And C, 3. Now again, while solving this, we need to solve the bracket, and therefore we need to open up the brackets. -1 plus, as plus into minus gives minus, -2 plus 3, -1 plus, see both of the integers are having opposite signs. So when integers are having opposite sign, we subtract and we put the sign of the greater number. So 3 is here greater and it is a positive number, so our answer is positive. So what we got? -1 plus 1, again that is 0. So what we concluded from here is left hand side equals to right hand side. Means whether we regroup them in any way, the answer will be always same. So addition is associative. Addition satisfies the associative property, or I can say associative property is closed under addition. So this was our first operator. Now moving to next, we need to test for subtraction. Students, we expect that you all must be writing the notes and covering the assignments which are given in the ERP and positively write whatever we have given. So now subtraction. Again in subtraction, we will change the arrangements and check whether the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Again, this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. Again, for some of the values means we need to take the value of A, B, C as an integers. A, B, C, all of them should be an integer. So consider an example and solve it. Let A equals to -3, B equals to 2 and C equals to -4. I have taken A, B, C as integers. All of them are integers. Now considering the left hand side. What is the left hand side? A minus B minus C. What is A over here? -3. Minus sign is there. So we put minus. Then we substitute the value of B. Then we substitute the value of C. Again you need to open the bracket. -3 -2. And minus into minus will resolve and give plus. This is our answer, +4. Now both the integers are having same sign. So we will add, and since both the integers are negative, our answer is negative. -5 plus 4 gives you -1. So in the left hand side we got the value -1. Now we need to check it for right hand side. Now consider RHS. RHS is A minus B minus C. As you can see, associative itself means regrouping. We change the arrangement of grouping. What is A over here? -3. What is B over here? 2. And what is C over here? This is our C. Now, again we got a bracket. So first we need to open the bracket. So this minus into minus will resolve and give one plus sign. 2 plus 4. -3. 6. -3. -6. -9. Now as you can see, the LHS is our -1 and RHS is our -9. Means LHS is not equals to RHS. Means subtraction does not satisfy the associative property. So this is not equal to this. So A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus B minus C, where A, B and C are integers. So we saw that addition satisfies the associative property, but subtraction does not satisfy the associative property. The next operator for which we are going to check is our multiplication. Multiplication means again we need to take 3 of the integers and regroup them and test whether the left hand side is equal to the right hand side or not. So A into B into C equals to A into B into C. Again we will check whether the left hand side is equal to the right hand side or not. So consider an example. Let A equals to -1, B equals to -4 and C equals to -3. Considering the left hand side, so our left hand side is A into B into C, means -1 into -4 into -3. So first we will solve this bracket. 4 into 1, we got 4. Now minus into minus plus means our answer is positive. 4 into -3. So while we multiply two integers, we first multiply the numbers. 4 into 3, 12. Then we multiply the sign. So what is the sign of 4 over here? Plus. Means plus into minus, our answer is negative. The product of two integers having opposite sign is always negative. So the value of left hand side we got over here is -12. Now consider right hand side. What is our RHS? A into B into C. A is -1, B is -4 and C is -3. Now solve. 4 into 3, multiply the numbers first, 12. Then multiply the sign. Minus into minus plus means our answer is positive. The product of two negative number is always positive. Now again we got two numbers. Multiply 1 into 12, 12. And minus into plus, minus. So RHS we got as -12. So what we saw? That left hand side is -12 and right hand side is also -12. So we conclude that left hand side is always equal to right hand side in case of multiplication. So multiplication is closed under associative property. Now the next operator is division. Children, all of you know that division does not satisfy the closure property, because if we divide any of the two integers, it is not necessary that we get an integer. So the division does not satisfy any of the further properties. Neither it satisfies the closure property, nor commutative, nor associative. Now the next property which we are going to read is distributive property. The name itself says to distribute. So distributive property says that A into B plus C. A into B plus C. Now we are going to distribute A with B and A with C. So the product answer will be A into B. As I have distributed A with B and I have distributed A as well as with C. There is a sign in between, that is plus sign. So we will put plus over here. And A into C. If I take A into B minus C, again A into B, A will multiply with A, B and A will multiply with C. The sign over here is minus and A into C. Now considering our example, let us see whether it is true or not. Again we need to see that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So consider an example. Let A equals to -3, B equals to 2 and C equals to -4. Let us take this one. So the left hand side over here is A into B plus C. That is minus 3 into B is 2 plus minus of 4. Again minus 3 into 2 minus 4. We will open the bracket. Minus 3 into minus 2. Again multiply them. 3 into 2 6. Minus into minus plus. So while solving left hand side we got the answer, that is 6. Now we need to check for right hand side. A into B plus A into C. Now what is A over here? Minus 3. What is B over here? 2. Again plus what is A? Minus 3 into C minus 4. First multiply the numbers. 3 into 2 6. Minus into plus minus. Plus 3 into 4 12. And minus into minus plus. So our answer we got is plus. Now see, both are having opposite signs. So we are going to subtract and we will assign the sign of the greater number. So we got 6 over here. And when we subtracted 12 minus 6. Now assigning the sign. 12 is the greater number and 12 is a positive number. So our answer is also positive. Left hand side we got 6 and right hand side also we got 6. Means distributive property is satisfied for multiplication over addition. Here we are multiplying over addition and here we are multiplying over subtraction. So in this case left hand side is equal to right hand side. So whether we solve the left hand side we will get the same value, and whether we solve the right hand side again we are going to get the same value. Students, this distributive property has some questions related to your chapters. So few questions we are going to solve here, and one of them are minus 48 into 36 plus minus 48 into minus 10. If you see, this is the right hand side of the distributive property and I have to solve it. Multiplying this and then multiplying this then adding is a lengthy method. So I can use the distributive property and make it very short. What is common in all? Minus 48 and minus 48. Let me take out minus 48 common. Now what is left? 36 is there, plus sign is there, and minus 10 is there. So minus 48, 36 plus into minus, minus 48, and you got the answer here 26. Now you can easily multiply 48 into 26 and get the answer. This method. So by which property we have solved this question? By distributive property. So these are the questions where we use this distributive property. But if you multiply, you will get an answer. Simply multiply it. So 8, 14. I got 1, 2, 4, 8 and plus into minus is my answer, my negative answer. So this is the way where we use distributive property. Coming up to next question, I can use one more property. In solving this, suppose the question is 625 into minus 35 plus 625 into 45. Again, in both the cases, 625 is common. So 625 I have taken common. Minus 35 is left over here. Plus, now I have taken only 625 common. What is left? Minus 1 into 45. Minus 35 plus minus 45. First we will multiply both of them. Then 625 plus into minus, minus 35 minus 45. Minus 18. Now this is your work to solve it further and find the answer. So while you solve NCERT questions, you will get this kind of questions where you need to use the property and write there clearly which property you have used. So I have used here distributive property. So our properties for integers have been completed. So you studied 4 of the properties. What were there? Closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property. What we saw that closure property satisfies addition, multiplication and subtraction. Commutative property satisfies addition and multiplication, as well as associative property is satisfied under addition and multiplication. Division does not satisfy any of the properties. So the next one is our additive inverse. What does this additive inverse means? The opposite of 2 is, we don't know. Minus 2. Additive inverse 2 minus 2. Minus 4 will be minus 3. So I can say the 2 is additive inverse of minus 2. Why? While I add them 2 minus 2, I get 0. So the next topic is our additive inverse. So the additive inverse of minus 3 will be 3. We just change the sign over here and the sum of them should be 0. Sum of them should be 0. The next one is our additive identity. Additive identity means if we add any number to that number, we get the same value. Means if I am taking any number 5, what should I add to 5 to get 5? If I have taken any number 5, I want to get 5 again. So I can add only 0 over here. So 5 plus 0 gives us 5. Minus 1 plus 0 gives us minus 1. Minus 11 plus 0 gives us minus 11. So 0 is the additive identity of any number. Same way we have multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means if I have been given a number, what should be multiplied to it to get the same number? Multiplicative identity. Suppose I am taking 3. What should I multiply to 3 to get 3? Obviously 1. So 3 into 1 gives you 3. Minus 3 into 1 gives you minus 3. 4 into 1 gives you minus 4. So I can say that 1 is the multiplicative identity of any number. So I write here 1 is the multiplicative identity of any number. So students, with this we end up the chapter. So you have read so many things. First, in the first lecture we read the laws of integers, where we learned how to add and assign the sign while we add two integers, and laws of integers for multiplication. Second lecture we learned about the properties of integer, where you covered four properties: closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property. And always remember, division does not satisfy any of the property. Why it does not satisfy? Because when we divide any two integer, it's not necessary that we get an integer. And what is the additive identity we read here is 0. What is the multiplicative identity we read here is 1. What is the additive inverse? A plus minus A equals to 0. And what is the additive identity? A plus 0 equals to A. And which one is the multiplicative? A into 1 equals to A. So students, go through the way to vary and make notes and solve the assignment given to you, which has been uploaded in the ERP.